Undefeated. 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 Because she's still undefeated. That's right. Bianca Belair, once again, remains another day undefeated in NXT. Maybe for long, but of course, we'll get to that, of course, another time. But guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993 coming at you for my live review of tonight's episode of NXT, the January 16th, 2019 edition of NXT that took place, of course, at Full Sail University. University, I almost said anniversary. I'm sorry, my cough is really tricking me up here. But we're going to take a look back, as always, everything that happened. Overall, I got to say, not the biggest fan of this show. I mean, I didn't hate it. Solid main event, I thought. Great promo by Bianca Belair and Shayna Baszler. But with this show being, the second to last show before the next takeover, it more so felt like a show, like, starting to set the page or set the tone for like the next set of like the next takeover, if you know what I mean. Like, I felt like, it was more so like a bunch of like, not filler matches, but, matches to showcase newer talent, if you know what I mean, wrapped up in one show. And those are solid shows, definitely, if they put on some good showings for me. But to me, it was just like a show like this, I feel more so takes place after a takeover. Not the, like, the dark match fallout show, but like the first or second like match of this first set of taping, after the takeover. That's what this show felt like it was. Like usually for most episodes of NXT, towards the end, the last two kind of feel like a go-home show. This, other than the Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair thing, this didn't really feel like we were getting closer, in my opinion. It felt like, a little bit of filler. So, solid show, gotta say, but it still wasn't, the most, star-powered show, I feel, in my opinion. Not that anything sucked. Again, nothing sucked, but again, it just felt like one of those shows that should be happening, like the first show of the new set of tapings after a takeover and not right before a takeover, if you guys know what I mean. But let's get right to it and talk about the show. Starting off with the Street Profits, who Mauro Ranallo does mention they are the Evolve Tag Team Champions, came out and they had a match against Chris and JC, the Metro Brothers. Kind of like a squash match. Again, the Street Profits are on this little mission this year, saying that they're out to make 2019 their year, which I agree is going to should happen, because let's be real, last year they didn't have much for Street Profits to do. They didn't get as higher up the ladder as I thought they would book them. So hopefully this could be the year for the Street Profits winning the NXT tag titles and not just the Evolve tag titles. But just some back and forth action for the most part. But then they eventually win with a scoop slam, and then Montez Ford hits a frog splash on JC, and that's how they beat the Metro Brothers. They're celebrating, but afterwards, the Forgotten Sons came down the ringside and attacked them. Four-man just to fight them off in the ring for a moment, but Jackson Riker came out to level the playing field. And then they just keep asking if they forgot about them now, and of course the crowd chanting, "We forgot you," and whatnot. Dawkins then tries to get back into the ring, and they take him down as well. So, yeah, I guess we're going to be getting a Street Profits and Forgotten Sons feud. All right, let's see how this goes. I know a lot of people are not really the big fans of the Forgotten Sons. I mean, they're all right, but I feel like they're not hitting out of the park, in my opinion. So we'll see where this feud goes with. Who knows? Backstage, Kathy Kelly is interviewing Matt Riddle as Keith Lee is getting ready for his main event match against Cassius Ono. Riddle says he can't corner his bro tonight because he's not cleared yet. But he wishes he could be there to see Lee show Ono why he's limitless, and just hopes that Keith leaves some for him to get his accomplishments on once he's cleared to wrestle again. So I guess we're getting another match, a third match between Ono and Riddle at Takeover almost at Blackpool, Phoenix, because there's only 4 matches so far. Then again, the last pay-per-view did only have 4 matches, but then Ono and Riddle did have an impromptu match for like 7 seconds. But Riddle knocked out Ono, so I don't know if they're gonna have one more, but we'll wait and see. Then we have Aleister Black in a foggy soundstage asking if Ciampa if he could feel it. Phoenix is coming up. He plans to absolve Aleister of his sins and take back his NXT title. But since there'll be a Full Sail next week, he doesn't want to wait. Why not start the fight a little early? So those two are going to collide next week. And then we have Bianca Belair coming out, entering the ring in street clothes, which is kind of rare for Bianca. And she comes out and says that she writes about her title shot, saying that she sent Nikki Cross packing last week. People are trying to slow her rise, but 2019 is her year, and she has 2020 vision on the NXT Women's title. She sees Shayna Baszler with her little horsewomen galloping around behind her, but she's going to show them why she's still undefeated. But then out came and well, first off, Bianca got a good reaction. Like this promo, I don't know because since Baszler was involved, did kind of seem like Bianca was kind of leaning towards more of a baby face. As I've said before, Bianca's great. I love Bianca Belair, but I don't think she's a true heel. Like she feels like the Velveteen Dream. Yeah, he's a heel, but he's not the truest heel. He acknowledged, he seemed to more been resort, translate to a babyface character, which I'm still waiting to see where he goes in 2019 before I can say, okay, yes, Velveteen Dream is a babyface before I do the turn alert. But he still gave Ultimate Cross. So he was still kind of a tweener, I felt. But even though he was more so of a heel, though, supposed to be. Bianca, though, as I keep saying, yeah, she's cocky and whatnot, but she's cocky, but she wins matches clean. So you can't take away from that. So like now, again, before she gets the championship, obviously, she needs to develop a little more of a character, I feel. Which is why I still feel she's not going to beat Baszler next Saturday. But again, this promo, she felt like a babyface. Like I'm going to wait a little bit longer to see if they're going to keep if this is between her and Baszler or if they really are going to full-fledged turn her babyface. Which I feel, again, they should because she's over with the crowd. Again, she wins matches by herself. She doesn't need to cheat to win matches, in my opinion. Shayna comes out with Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir, and she says she just doesn't see it. They know all about the records Bianca set at the Performance Center, but she's obviously not very smart. If she was, she'd know it doesn't matter how strong your arms are, they'll break just the same. Bianca says the only thing she's going to do with her arms is raise the title above her head. Shayna says the EST is like everyone in NXT, afraid to face her. She's afraid she's going to get her arm broke, and that the Queen of Spades is going to change her undefeated to overrated. They get, a little bit undefeated, overrated chance going back and forth in the crowd. Bianca then slaps Shayna and avoids Duke and Shafir and slips out of the ring. She poses with Baszler poses with the title, and her sidekicks rather than give chase, pretty much. So not a bad promo for sure. I enjoyed it. Again, it kind of made Bianca feel more like a babyface than a heel. But I'm not sure they're going to go full-fledged babyface on her since she's feuding with, Shayna Baszler right now. So we'll see where it goes. But again, I do feel they should, go more further as a babyface with Bianca Belair again to help her character. Again, she's got the wrestling. Now let's develop a little more of the character with her before we put the women's title on her. I say by Takeover. Now I'm going to say by Takeover New York or Takeover Brooklyn 5, whatever they're going to call the Takeover Wrestling Weekend. That'll probably be the weekend that Bianca wins the NXT Women's Championship. So that was that. We then had Dominic, if I can pronounce that last name. It sounds like Dijakovic or Dijakovic, however you pronounce his name, taking on Adrian Jody, if that's how I pronounce his name, who apparently Cesar Bononi's tag partner, who is again. Oh, he's a future star, but we rarely ever see him. The only thing that Cesar Bononi ever did was beat Andrade Cien. the formerly Andrade Cien Almas, now just Andrade. He beat him in a match. It's all he did. He won Future Star of the Year, and now he's just nothing again. But the matches, they got Adrian getting some time, but it was basically just another squash match pushed over Dijakovic. He wins with this big boot and his finisher. He's calling it the Feast Your Eyes or something like that. He wins. All right, he looks dangerous, but I don't know what else to think of Dominic Dijakovic right now. We didn't get this really nice promo though with the War Raiders in a field with some big torches, talking about their match, the tag team match in the Undisputed Era. They respect the era. They have run NXT, but they came here for every big battle. In Phoenix, their O'Reilly and Strong's era ends. That is undisputed. They lay up higher with the Undisputed Era's chairs from War Games on it and walk off into the darkness. So definitely different. Something to just something different. For the gimmick for War Raiders for sure. And I still feel it's going to be their time to, and they're going to dethrone Undisputed Era at Takeover Phoenix. We get highlights from NXT UK also on the show. Then we have Johnny Gargano coming out, going to be put into action, which again, he high-fived the fan and kind of like he knows, again, yes, he has a little bit of like a different attitude, but again, he still feels like a baby face, not a full-fledged heel. He didn't fully embrace the heel side. I mean, he came close, I felt, with his feud with Aleister Black, but now he's backed off a little bit, I still feel. So I still can't, I wanted to turn alert for him, but I still just can't say he's full-fledged heel. But he has a match, and his opponent ends up being Humberto Carrillo, which I was a little head-scratching about having this match because, you just had Carrillo have a main event match, on 205 Live last night against the champion himself, Buddy Murphy, and he put on a solid showing. Once again, though, like I said last night, obviously the way he's been booked in NXT doesn't feel like he should have been like having like this, like, big, big surprise entrant thing when he could have been, had some vignettes on that, because in NXT, he's kind of treated like a jobber. I mean, it was a decent match they had, but to go from him having like a main event worthy match last night to just having like a match of being treated like a local talent tonight didn't quite suit me right. It was kind of short. Johnny wins it with a springboard DDT, or a slingshot DDT, whatever he calls it. While his music is playing, Johnny then addresses Ricochet through the camera, saying if he wants his respect, the North American champ should show up next week. And then he admires a child's Johnny freaking wrestling sign on his way out as well. So I guess we're probably going to get Johnny, Ricochet, Ciampa, and Aleister Black in the same segment probably next week. Just my opinion. Then speaking of which, we see Ciampa somewhere outside. He kisses his title awkwardly, and then he says, so Aleister Black thinks I'm a puppet master, which is true. Aleister is his number one puppet. They're going to wait until Phoenix, because while Black wouldn't understand it, that's what main event players do. Wait for the brightest spotlight, and he warns Aleister to be careful what he wishes for, though. We have Velveteen Dream having a video pack, showing the same video package from a few years ago. Not a few years, Bobby, so long, from a few weeks ago, saying he'll be here next week. And of course, we'll also see Ricochet and Johnny Gargano face to face. So I'm pretty sure that segment also will involve Black and Ciampa. But once again, saying that Velveteen Dream making his first appearance of the year, it's like, okay, once again, this is the go home show. This is the second to last show before a takeover. Like, this stuff should be happening after takeover, a little sooner than this, though, in my opinion. But then we had the main event that I thought was good: Cassius Ono and Keith Lee. I felt like this was one of either this match or the match with Lars Sullivan, of course, so far I feel has been Keith Lee's best match. I think him and Ono work very well together. And then, the more agility of Keith Lee showing off for good. And the guy weighs 320 pounds. Once again, they keep saying he does stuff that should be done on 205 Live for sure. But of course, Ono had a lot of great offense in there as well, and Keith Lee got in there too. But of course, the turning point came towards the end of the match, when Keith Lee was pounding him down. They tie up on the ropes, and Ono then shoved Lee into the referee as they separate. Lee went to go check on the referee, but then Ono hit Lee with a low blow, leading for Ono to hit his rolling elbow on Keith Lee to pick up the win. Afterwards, though, Matt Riddle, who earlier in the show says he was not medically cleared to compete, but he came out to the ring wanting to get a piece of Cassius Ono after what he just did to Keith Lee with the low blow. Whatnot. So once again, I feel like we're probably going to get one more match between them at Phoenix, which should be awesome. And Ono just, escapes and goes up the ramp, and that's how we go off the show. So again, not a bad show. I didn't hate it. But again, to me, it felt like to me, it felt like, a show that was more so a show to be taken, like the first or second show from a taping after a takeover than like the second to last show before a takeover to me. So that's why I want to give the show just a B-. Again, I like the main event. The promo with Shayna Baszler and Bianca Belair was bad, but everything else was just squash, putting over, other, talents just for the heck of it. And again, I just found it weird to having, Humberto Carrillo put on a main event worthy match against Buddy Murphy, even though he's got this is boring champ because the crowd just sucked. Last night at 205 Live, just to be treated like a local talent. NXT next night. I just felt that was weird. Let me see here. Robbie says he liked that War Raiders promo better than any of the Bludgeon Brothers promos. I agree. It was nice, definitely. And once again, he says Gargano hasn't fully embraced the heel side yet. Just wait until TakeOver Phoenix. I'm sure you might have something up your sleeve, Robbie, with with like a fantasy booking or idea for sure whenever you do your TakeOver predictions. So I'm starting to wonder again, like, are they gonna finally have Gargano full-fledged again? I thought they came close with Aleister Black, but again, even though he did that kick, that he did like the DIY kick thing with Ciampa, he was resisting. He's still calling Ciampa a piece of trash. So I still don't know. Again, he still is showing some signs like respecting the fans. But at the same time, again, he's still also kind of showing signs of him being more on the dark side, of course. So we'll see where it goes there. What's up, Mark? Do you think we could see Velveteen Dream at the Rumble? I think we could, yeah. Why did the Metros remind him of Deuce and Domino? Not sure. Do you think at TakeOver we may get Ono versus Riddle and Lee in a handicap match? Maybe, just to, to get both of them get their comeuppance, unless, a Cassius Ono tries to pull something else, obviously makes it into a tag match or something like that. Don't know, but I'd be interested in seeing, what a handicap match would do for sure. But of course, I've done this for a while since it's in the live chat. As always, guys, putting over a good friend, Robbie Kenobi, as always, because he comes up with awesome fantasy booking videos, which sure for a complete show or just a feud or a match in general. Again, he comes up with great topics and definitely fantasy predict, making, of course, Road Dogs and Vince's ideas look like shit. And as I keep saying, one day I want to see Road Dogg and Vince kicked right out of their chairs, Triple H and Robbie sitting right down and writing some glorious stories for the main roster to help people want to actually sign contract extensions and not be bribed by them to avoid them going to AEW. That should make your talent feel like they mean something. So once again, guys, check out Robbie's channel. And if you like what you see, please get hashtag please sign Robbie trending on Twitter as always, guys. Anything else in the live chat here? Let's see here. Where has Candice LeRae been? The last time Candice had a match was on the dark match show from TakeOver War Games 2 against Nikki Cross. And then like a week or two later, she was seen walking into the performance there, asked about her thoughts what's going on with Johnny and how she kind of got a little more aggressive on Nikki Cross in their match, but she's ignored. We haven't seen her for a while, so gotta be seeing her soon. I don't think Candice is going to do the full turn. Yes, she was kind of showing signs of frustration going to more the dark side too against Nikki, but I feel she may be the foil like that, or like the the saving grace with helping Johnny find himself again, if you know what I mean. I feel like that's going to happen there. Mickie James and Candice LeRae as contenders for the women's tag titles. Interesting. I'd like that. Hashtag please sign Robbie. And then Nikki Cross backstage segment with Rey Mysterio for sure. Come play with me, Ray. Come play with me, Ray. I still love her line of, you want to play? Play with Naki. Come play. Play with me. Play with Naki. Gotta love Nikki Cross. Did you hear the rumors of the Revival and Mike and Maria asking for the release? I did hear about the Revival. Mike and Maria, though, again, until it said the thing about how she felt that Mike should have been sent to NXT, I was thinking it might have been first playing off of their promo from, I think it was last week on 205 Live, when they kind of walked in and mentioned the thing about the Drake match about not getting much opportunity. But now they mentioned that she feels that Mike should be going to NXT first. Kind of does make a little more sense, I feel, honestly. And Revival, for sure, definitely. And where is his Tainara Conti ice cream bars? She's still not being taken too seriously on NXT, but hopefully soon, because I definitely see a lot of potential in her. These NXT call-up cameos are weird for sure. Yeah, because they're appearing just on all shows now, apparently, until they decide to figure out which brand they're going to. That is stupid of you, Vince. But yeah, guys, I'm going to check out now. Mark, Robbie, thank you guys for joining me in the live chat, guys. I will be back up here live maybe tomorrow night for my my special stream of the week. Depends on what's going on, guys. But I'll definitely be up here sometime tomorrow for sure. And any other odds and ends, probably some more video game Let's Plays done over the days also. And I also need to get done my recap and review from last year's Royal Rumble matches to add them from to my retro series. So I will try to do that maybe tomorrow, if not sometime over the weekend, or in fact, I'm working a gig Saturday night. It's going to be snowing here over the weekend. Kind of winter weather vibes we're under right now. So, yeah, I'll have some time to do some of that stuff. Unless my internet goes out and I can't upload them. So, we'll see what happens, guys. So, once again, guys, Bminus for NXT. Slap a like on the video. Subscribe or content to my channel. You may follow me on Twitter as well, @DemandAirRider3. Guys, I will see you guys later. Check you all out later. So, until then, guys, have a great night, and peace out, everybody.